Oh, hi Richard, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can I get you a drink at all? Coffee, water?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, I'd like to just start off by thanking you for attending this meeting.
That's fine. Thank you for having me in. I've actually just returned to work today. I've been away for a long weekend with my brother fishing.
Oh,
Do
lovely.
you know the Norfolk Broads?
I do indeed. I haven't been there myself. I'm quite a keen fisherman myself, actually. How long have you
Really?
been doing it for?
I've been fishing since I was a child.
And what do you normally fish
I'm a
for?
pike angler.
I usually do barbel, you see. I usually go to a place over at Housestead in Colchester.
Very nice.
How many did you catch? What was your personal best?
I only caught a few, to be honest with you. The biggest was about £12.
Yeah.
Not massive, but decent all the same. My brother Sean had a much better weekend.
Has he been fishing longer than you?
No, he's been fishing less time than me.
Really? Is he an older, younger brother?
No, he's just got fancier kit. That's what it is. No, he's my younger brother. But he's one of the fishermen who gets absolutely all the stuff in, the bivvies and the fancy reels and I'm feeling very refreshed now and glad to be back at work.
Excellent,
again.
And raring to go.
Of course.
Excellent. So I'd like to just take this opportunity to explain what's going to take place in this meeting.
Okay.
I undertake all the appraisals of the team with the input from obviously the required team leaders, and this meeting is extremely beneficial to both of us,
Okay.
and also beneficial to the organisation. It's always good to have you performing at your best.
Okay.
It's going to be a great opportunity to discuss your performance, your development, your strengths and aspirations, and maybe we can throw a few ideas around about how we can all possibly work well, more effectively all together. I'd like to start off by saying that I've had some excellent feedback from fellow colleagues, and we're all really impressed at how you've been performing over the last 12 months. You successfully passed your probationary period, and I actually think you've done a sterling job. I would like to thank you for all your effort and hard work over the last 12 months.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the feedback. It's nice to have positive feedback, of course.
I would also, during this meeting, like to discuss your targets and your KPIs with you. I have noticed that over the last couple of months, your targets in particular have slightly gone down.
Right.
Is there any particular reason for this? Is there anything we can do to help?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I think I'm trying to hit my targets.
I understand it can be a slightly confusing time at the moment, possibly.
Yeah, I think where I was hitting my targets and possibly the targets have been raised slightly, maybe it's just a time of adjustment for me to get to this new level, to sort of take that step up.
Of course, I understand. I would like to touch on a couple of items,
Okay.
nothing to worry about. I am aware that there was a grievance with a fellow colleague, and I am really sorry to hear this. I understand you had a meeting with HR about this. Has this been rectified now, and do you have a good working relationship with the team member now?
Yeah, that's correct. It was a few months back now. Like you say, he raised the issue with HR. I had a meeting with the HR team, and we discussed the issues that had been raised, and I also had a sit down with my colleague Rob, who raised the grievance, and I feel that after that good face-to-face conversation, it was purely down to a lack of bad communication, misunderstanding basically. And since the meeting, myself and Rob get on very well. We've got a great working relationship now. So.
Okay, so do you believe that it was possibly down to maybe a lack of communication within the team or between yourself and Rob?
I think it's more miscommunication between myself and Rob that became the issue, not so much the whole team.
Okay, I understand. Is there anything that we can further do to support you on your relationship with Rob, or is that all okay now?
That's all fine. That's another box ticked.
Good. I'm pleased that you've managed to HR have managed to rectify that grievance with Rob with you.
Yeah, they were very helpful.
Because overall, we're a strong team. We want to meet these KPIs. and we want to hit our benchmark. So I'm pleased that has now been rectified. If there is anything further that comes up in the future, please do let me know.
Of course I
My
will.
door is always open.
Thank you.
I would like to bring up your absence.
Okay.
I am aware I've had the data pulled from HR, and I'm aware that you've had 8 days absence in 12 months, which
correct.
is above the national average.
Okay.
Is there any particular reason for this? Is there anything we can do to offer or support you?
To be honest, I've been having a few problems at home over the past year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine. I feel it has impacted on my well-being, and obviously on my performance as well. My partner and I have been receiving some counselling for this.
Okay.
Once a month, and I feel that this is now starting to help things improve at home, and everything's become a little bit happier. But I can't apologise enough. I obviously want to be here as much as possible, and I appreciate that you don't want staff who have loads of time off for apparently no reason. But
obviously, an ideal target would be for an employee not to have any days off, but we do appreciate that this isn't always viable.
yeah,
I would like to mention that we offer an employee assistance program
right.
with a variety of counselling services. Is this something that you believe would be beneficial to you at the moment? Would you like some more information on this?
It's very handy to know. Had I known at the time, I might have taken advantage of this. But I feel like, I say, with the counselling we've had externally from work, that things are moving along nicely. But it's something to bear in mind for the future. And if you do have any information, I'll gladly take it.
Okay, I'll liaise with HR and I'll get them to email you some further information on that, if that's all okay with you.
Brilliant, thank you.
So what I'd also like to go over is improving your performance for next year.
Okay.
And I'd just like to run some series of questions so we can ascertain where the performance gap is.
Okay.
How would you rate your performance over the last 12 months personally?
I feel I've worked pretty well. To be honest with you, I'm kind of looking towards the future. Like I want to push forwards. You know, if a more senior position was to come up soon, that's something I would like to be sort of, you know, possibly looked at for, possibly chosen to apply for. You know, just to carry on progressing my career.
Absolutely. I understand that you want to progress further in your career. I'd like to be completely honest with you. That's absolutely fantastic. However, at the moment, we currently do not have any open positions for a senior team leader. However, this position may come up in the future.
Okay.
And if we can improve on your performance, especially on your KPIs, it would be something that we would consider promoting you to, possibly with a range of training and other supportive targets.
Brilliant.
So the other thing I want to touch on is there anything else in particular that is holding you back from being your best, doing your best work at the moment? Because obviously we want you performing at your best.
I feel like I genuinely try to perform my best at all times. As I said earlier, it's, you know, things have been a bit sort of rocky for me over the past year. I feel that maybe some more sort of courses, some sort of training, you know, something like that would help as well.
Okay.
Okay. But I don't think there's anything really holding me back, to be fair.
Okay, I understand. What I'll do is I will liaise with learning and development in HR to see if there are any other courses or training that you believe would be beneficial to your role as a warehouse operative.
Yeah.
I mean, are we looking at something maybe in-house or something external? Have you got the time to commit to something external?
Quite
because obviously
possibly.
we don't want to put added pressure on you.
No, of course not. But it would depend on the courses that you could come up with at the time. I'd have to look into them.
Okay, we'll start looking into that and get that process kicked off for you.
Brilliant.
I would like to ask, is there anything that I can do personally to help improve your performance for next year? And how do you feel about the team at the moment? Are you all working well together?
Um, as I said there, I think performance-wise, yes, the courses would help if they're available. What I'd also like to possibly do is have a chance to maybe go and meet some of the other teams within the company, within our unit, to see what it is they do, and maybe just get a bit more of a grasp. I know I'm only in the warehouse at the moment, but it's always nice to know what else is going on, and to just
It always helps to have a bigger picture.
Exactly.
Especially of the wider operations within the organisation.
That's correct.
I'm really pleased that you feel you could do that, and we'll certainly look at arranging that for you. So what I'd also like to move on to is there any other specific issues that you'd like to discuss?
No, I don't think there's anything that really springs to mind. It's a good question. No, I think that I've pretty much covered that part of it.
Okay. I mean, I'd like to say overall, you've performed really well against the KPIs and you have over the last 12 months, and you have met each target. So with all this information in mind, I think it would be a good idea to set you some goals.
Excellent. Okay.
Are you happy for me to run through those with you?
Yes, please.
Excellent. So I think the first one will be to assign you with a buddy or mentor. And I would like you to dedicate, I will allow for this, half an hour to it per week to develop your leadership skills.
Okay.
Is there anyone in particular you are thinking of? So I was possibly thinking either Rob or Paul.
Okay, yeah, Paul could be a good one.
Yeah, okay. So we'll look at. You're happy for me to assign Paul as a mentor buddy?
That would be brilliant. Yeah.
Okay.
I know he's been here for quite a while.
He has,
so
yes.
He's got a wide range of experiences. He tells us all.
Absolutely. The next one is. It would be wonderful to see you at the next charity event.
Right.
I think what will be brilliant for you and very beneficial to all of us is if you get more involved in the internal activity of the company, so you can develop your professional relationships within the next 3 months.
Right.
And as I said, it would be great to see you at our next event to work on your networking skills and build relationships. How do you feel about that?
That sounds fantastic, and I feel that now that the misunderstandings with myself and Rob have been cleared up, and everyone can see that I'm getting on a little bit better with the team, it would be nice to socialise with them, get to know them socially, and and to help with any sort of fundraising charity stuff that we may be doing at the time. That'd be fantastic.
Okay. I would also just like you to take 30 minutes out per week for self-reflection.
Okay.
Just to have a think about and evaluate your performance, and maybe and be proactive. Seek areas for any improvement that you think, and then you can come to me at any time with those. Okay. And I think this might be a good one for you. This is more of a long-term goal that I'd like to discuss. Yeah. We want you to look at taking a lead on improving the team's collaboration and improving overall team's performance by 5% in the next 6 months.
Okay.
So look at communicating with your team. I've also got a personal communication goal that I'd like to run by you as well, okay. Which is, I think it would be good for you to attend weekly informal meetings with the team, to have a chat and raise any issues or concerns. It's very informal, nothing to worry about. Okay. I think that would be very good for you to do.
Sounds good.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. And I think moving on from that,
excuse me.
Do you have any additional questions or any other specific issues you'd like to raise with me while we're here?
Not that I can think of right now. No.
Okay. I would like to let you know again that my door's always open. Please feel free to just drop me an email if you would like to discuss anything. I'd really like to thank you for attending this meeting and for your contribution to the team and the wider organisation over the last 12 months.
Thank you.
You have done a fantastic job, and we really look forward to your performance improving for the next 12 months.
And I will try
keep
my best.
hitting those targets, keep hitting those KPIs or key point indicators. Anything else at all?
No.
Okay.
That's fine. Maybe we could arrange a date and go fishing at some point.
Now you're pushing your luck. I think it would be also beneficial to have another informal meeting in 2 weeks.
Okay.
About your performance.
That's
How
fine.
do you feel? Do you think maybe we should do monthly or fortnightly?
Could,
What works for you?
Could we give it a month and see how we're progressing?
Okay.
Then?
You don't think month's too long to wait?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I just feel that giving it a month will give me time to get over where I am. Now that I've sat down with yourself and talked things through with you as well, it'll give me the chance to push forward, and then we can maybe a month would be a good time to reassess.
Okay, so I'll set up another meeting for in a month's time and we'll review then. And yes, keep those SMART goals in mind, please.
Okay.
And have a good rest of the day, Richard. Thank you so
Lovely.
much.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.